Exercise 1.5. For this problem, I'm again going to start in the top plane because, well, that's how the drawing is. But again, you can see the origin is at the bottom of this drawing and in the middle of these two circles. So I'm going to start on the top plane, and what I'm actually going to do in this case is I'm going to split this up into a problem. I'm going to up into steps at least. I'm going to start with this bottom piece over here, and I'm going to extrude it, and then I'm going to add this piece on top of it. So in other words, I'm going to draw this piece, this bottom piece, and then later to extrude this piece on top of it. Okay, so let's get going with drawing 1.5. Start a new drawing, and again we're going to start on the top view. So we select top plane, and we start by drawing these two circles. So I'm going to start by drawing these two, and then I'm going to draw a line in the middle, and I'm actually going to cut away everything I don't need. You can use center point arc or something else if you prefer, but I'm just going to use the two circles and just cut them. So starting off with a smaller circle, and we're going to draw the bigger one around it, and their diameters are, this one's 50, and I'm just going to put this on the other side because we're going to cut away that stuff anyway, and this one is 38 times 2, 76. Okay, now let's quickly draw those two lines. So from this point up to there, and the same at the bottom from that point down to there. Those two lines should be fully defined if you've drawn them correctly. Now we're just going to trim away these pieces quickly. 1, 2. And that line is just for the relations. I was a bit confused there for 1 second. Okay, and let's move this a bit closer. Right, so what we're going to do next is we're going to draw the back end of this drawing. We're going to draw that circle. We're going to draw these lines tangent to the circle, and then we're going to cut away everything else we don't want again. So let's draw that circle. In fact, I'm going to draw a center line quickly. Remember, we can draw a center line because this is symmetric. Center line. Right, and I'm going to draw my circle on the center line right over there, and its diameter is 50, and the distance from this center point to here is 100. Okay, looks correct. Now we're going to draw this line tangent to this circle and touching that one. Oops, automatic relations. Let's try again. Starting this circle and tangent to this one. Okay, if you see there, you can actually see the automatic relation that's going to be added there. If you don't do that, you need to add it in manually, which means the following. So I drew that one now, that it's only coincident. If you want it to be tangent, you select the circle, select the line, and we make a tangent. Good. At this point, we can't use symmetrical. Maybe we can. Let's try. I'm not sure if we can use symmetrical in this case. Oh, there we go, symmetric. All right, and the distance between these 2 points needs to be a cool 30. Okay, now we cut away everything we don't want, which is this line, because remember we want this to be a single entity. Okay, if you do not use tangent here, you're going to end up with a little bit of an overlap, and you might have a problem extruding this later. So let's extrude this. Extrude, and it's 10 millimeters. It's already there. Good. So there's the base of our part. Now we want to draw the circle on top of here. So click on the surface, click on sketch, go to normal 2, and we draw the circle from the center to the edge. If you do this properly, it should be fully defined, which I didn't do properly. Nevertheless, just give it a 50 there, and we can extrude this. Okay, and the height of that is 20. And there we have the basic part. Now what we want to do is we want to draw on the surface and cut extrude that circle with the keyway. So this keyway and this circle, we're going to cut extrude it downwards. Click on the top surface, say sketch, and off we go. Okay, again, hover the mouse on the radius of the circle, circumference, so that we can get the circle here. I apologize for the noise in the background. I don't know what's going on. Apparently some construction of sorts. Okay, now we're going to draw the keyway. And the way a keyway works is half of the key is in the shaft and half of the key is in the other piece. So if you don't see a height from the edge of the circle to here or from the center of the circle to here, you can assume that it's half of the width. So what I mean by that is this is 9, right? And that means that this key is actually 9 by 9. Okay, and we know that half of 9 is 4.5. So from the edge here to the top of this is going to be 4.5 millimeters. So we know that the diameter of the circle is 30. So from here to the edge it's 15. So 15 plus 4.5 is 19.5. But if you don't want to work it out, you can go 15 plus 4.5. Press enter and the computer will work it out for you. Okay, so now we are going to trim the entities. We're going to trim everything we don't want, which is that line, this line, and that line over there. Okay, now features, extrude cut, and we're going to go through all. Click tick. And there we have it. Let's check the isometric quickly. And origin, everything is in the correct place. That is drawing number 1.5.